But all right, so that's that.
Talk to your wife.
Yeah, talk to your wife.
Yeah, talk to your wife.
Anything else?
Out.
Is that it?
You want another one?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do one more.
Yesterday, I got drunk with an only friend and ended up fooling around. I spoke beforehand a big game about my sex drive, but when it came down to it, I couldn't get it up. I am 23 and I feel quite embarrassed. What's worse is I like the girl. I'm afraid she might see me as less of a man. How do you think I should go about this?
Ooh. How many? Yeah, come on, Bobby. Speaking from experience, you've been there a few times.
I think it's porn erectile dysfunction.
Do you think a lot of kids are getting porn erectile?
I read an article in Men's Journal that there's a phenomenon called erectile porn dysfunction.
What? Because they're so used to seeing
being
like
inundated,
professional.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, back in you and I,
and they want to live up to that, and then it makes them
well, they just get inundated and oversaturated with it.
When we were young in high school, right? We didn't have the internet. I don't know if you did, but I didn't. Right?
No.
So you and I, if we wanted to watch any kind of pornography,
it was a magazine.
You would trade magazines, or there would be a field, and you'd lift up a rock, and there'd be a hustler.
There was some weirdos. Like there was one kid that I hung out with, and I went around to his house.
Yeah.
Andrew Aslam, and I walked to his house. I knock on the door. Oh yeah, weirdo. And I walk in, and his mum had sent me up to his room, and she'd open the door. Oh, Andrew Michael's here, and it was floor to ceiling. Porno pictures everywhere. I'm like, are you not embarrassed? It was like the most natural thing in the world. It was crazy. So if I wanted my porn fix, I just went around to Azzy's house.
But now kids, right, have everything. Push of a button.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right, high school kids can watch any kind of pornography that they can watch, and they're so inundated with it that it fucks with them psychologically. And then when they're with a real woman, sometimes they can't get erect because
the experience is just not up to par anymore.
Yeah,
they present sex as like this super. Sex in real life, especially when you're a young kid, is super awkward. It's clumsy. You just don't really know how your body moves in that way. And when you're watching, you can't live up to that expectation of what you see on TV.
Right.
But if you like the girl enough,
I know.
You think
if you like, it would take over that feeling of awkwardness.
Yeah.
The little man takes over the big man.
But years ago, I was in Toronto, way before you, babe.
I remember this story. You've told me all your sexual escapades.
Yeah, and there was a woman in my hotel room.
And she was beautiful, right?
Beautiful. She's completely naked, laying on my bed. And I take my clothes off. But that month had been just jerking off to every kind of fucking porn. You know what I mean? Old J, old, young, all kinds of stuff, right? Wrinkly vaginas, all that stuff, right? And just let me just do it, right?
I can see your hand. It's hitting yourself so hard.
I know,
God.
and I was doing this.
I'm just going to go to the bathroom.
I was doing this for
I might be a bit longer this time.
a whole month, and when I finally, when this girl was in front of me in this hotel room, I just couldn't get it up, And I just think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of man are we talking about here?
It's 23. 23.
Yeah, I didn't.
I know.
What kind of man are we talking about? Are we talking about a proper man? Are we talking about someone that might be, maybe?
Say what you're.
No, are we talking about an alpha male? I've never had a problem with anything like that in my life, and I'm not trying to sound hard or tough or fucking Mr. Top Man.
Yeah.
But
I want to say this,
but not everybody has the same amount of testosterone running through the body, I would assume. You know what I mean? That's why some people like myself fight in the UFC and challenge themselves and do things like that, because we're driven and we're built a certain way. And this young man here, maybe he's more.
What's the opposite?
Likened to
what's
doing
the opposite of
podcasts
alpha
with his
male?
mate and his cats.
Shade.
I'm gonna disprove that theory because
I don't know.
There's this guy that I dated. Remember before you, the guy from England.
Yeah.
And young boxer, right?
Oh.
He could
Sounds
not
hot.
get it up, and not because it wasn't not. It was he just couldn't get it up. I don't know why or how, or maybe he was on supplements. I don't know what. No. But he was an alpha male.
Yeah.
But what is alpha male? Tell me what an alpha male is.
And he's like
I don't know the scientific.
Yeah. Because if I'm not an alpha male, what am I?
Beta.
You're gamma, baby.
Here's a dictionary.
Yeah, go ahead.
The dominant male animal in a particular group.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So when you coyotes, they have the head guy.
Sure,
right?
the leader of the pack.
The leader of the pack. That's the alpha man. He likes to fuck.
Well,
what
yeah,
you're saying?
because he's the alpha male, he gets to fuck.
He gets to fuck.
He-
but the
he
little
gets to
guy, he
choose.
wants to fuck too.
And the little one, like
Don't do this when you do the little one.
Alfie.
Yeah,
Like the
he's not
alpha
a
male
rabbit.
is Alfie, and there's a
Right.
Harry in the background.
Yeah.
Please,
Aw,
I want
Harry.
to fuck too. You know, he's
Yeah.
like, come on, give me a little go.
I don't think I'm an alpha male. But I feel like in certain circles...
No,
I-
you are in your own way. I'm not talking physicalities because that's not important.
Thank
know.
you.
No, for sure, it's
Keep
true
talking,
though.
thank you.
No, you are the alpha male of this group 100%. You're the namesake of the podcast. You're the fucking fancy comedian. You're
like
Mr.
that?
Big Swinging Dick.
Hold it back. Hold it back.
You got all your
alpha
buddies
male.
round here. You're the alpha male
yeah.
until a real alpha male walks in. You know, and then you're not.
Right.
You know,
You're the new leader.
but it was good while it lasted.
Are you the new leader?
No, I'm not the new leader.
Fuck you.
I'm a lone wolf, motherfucker.
I know you are. Yeah. So maybe he's not an alpha male.
No,
No, that's
maybe,
not what he's saying.
Oh.
Well, maybe he's just. Maybe he's not highly. Maybe he's not highly sexed. It doesn't mean he's.
we also don't know what he's like. Even.
That's what I'm saying.
What if he was an alpha male, but he was molested brutally as a kid?
Yeah, you don't know his history. You
You know
don't know
what I mean?
also how much sometimes like.
I feel like he would have put that in the question because it's anonymous. We've got no faces. Like,
Yeah.
I was raped as a child.
But a lot of people don't say it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't say it, even if it's anonymous. They've hidden it so deep, right? That they don't even know. They can't. They're not aware of a memory, but it happened.
At 23, were you able to talk about like your sexual like molestations and all of that?
Oh, yeah.
To people, you were.
Oh, yeah.
So you were just out there with it. Right
Why
out the gate.
were you a victim of sexual assault? Stands to reason.
Yeah.
I knew it. I was like,
You
this
smelled
fucking
it.
little sexually abused motherfucker.
No, but
I'm like,
I
God,
was-
here we go again. I'll be
No, but
lucky
I
to get
was-
out of this one alive.
I was weirdly sexual growing up, and I don't know. I don't want to tell this to Mike, but
Please.
I've even had
Yeah.
experiences with the same sex.
Sure. Okay.
As a kid.
All
you know what I
right.
mean?
All right. Yeah. Hey,
Michael.
listen.
Strong eye contact.
What-
Strong
what-
eye
what-
contact.
Whatever you're into, buddy. You're the one that lives in Hollywood. You're the one that lives in Hollywood. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but I my thing is porn, definitely. So I'm just saying that this guy, I know when I have issues like that, it has to do with porn, and yeah. So
He's put too much. Well, you're saying too much strain.
do you watch porn
Yeah, I mean, occasionally I'm.
when you're on the road?
I've got a
probably.
wife and 3 kids,
Right, right.
that'll probably watch this. I'm not going to sit here and fucking break down my porn habits. You know what I mean? Hey, son, love you. Here's a good one to check out. Okay?
Right. Yeah,
I'm into stepsisters. I'm not going to get into it.
Dad, you're so creepy.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus, Dad, you really have to go there? Shut up, you little fuck.